The formula for the volume of a sphere is four over 3 pi times the radius cubed. And the radius is the distance from the centre of the sphere to any point on the outside surface. So the radius is marked here. This is a radius, this is a radius, and this is the radius. So we only need one dimension to work out the volume of a sphere. So in this first example, we want to work out the volume of the sphere. The dimension that we're given is the diameter of the sphere. So the first thing we have to do is to work out the radius. The formula is volume equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So it's 4 over 3 pi times 20 cubed. And the answer we get is and that will be centimetres cubed. Now, what we have in this diagram is a hemisphere, which is to say 1/2 of a sphere. And if we're told that the radius of the hemisphere is 3 metres and we want to work out its volume, what do we do? Well, we know the volume of a sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So what we could do is work out the volume of the sphere, the whole shape, and then half it at the end. So 4 over 3 pi times 3 cubed. Now that's 4 over 3 pi times 3 cubed is 27. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. What I'm going to do is do some cancelling. So 3 goes into itself once and into 27 3 times. And then 3 times 4 is 12. So what we have then is 12 pi. And I want to divide that by 2, which because we want the volume of the hemisphere, the half sphere. So that's 6 pi. And that gives us 18.85 metres cubed. Example 3. Now what we have here is a composite shape. I hope you can see that we have a hemisphere at the bottom. And this on top is in fact a cone. So let's work out the volume of the cone first. That's 1/3 of the pi r squared times h, 1/3 of the area of the circular base times the height. That's 1/3 pi times r squared. Well, the radius is 1. These are not very interesting numbers. 1 squared times 1. So that's, well, 1 squared is 1 times 1 is 1. So we end up with 1/3 pi, or pi over 3. And that's centimetres cubed. Now the volume of the sphere is given by the formula 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Now the radius of the spherical part, here's the centre of the sphere, here's the centre of the hemisphere rather, and here's the outer edge, so the radius is 1. 4 over 3 pi times 1 cubed. Now 1 cubed, 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, so we end up with 4 over 3 pi. Now we have to divide this by 2, which gives me, so 4 lots of pi divided by 2 is 2 pi, so we end up with 2 pi by 3 centimetres cubed. So the total volume then, Vt, we're going to add the volume of the cone, so it's pi by 3, and the volume of the hemisphere, 2 pi by 3. Now, 2/3 of something plus 1/3 of something gives me 1 full, 1 whole. So it's pi 3.14 centimetres cubed.